Hey guys, what's going on? It's just me. I am driving. Therefore, I'm not going to be looking at the camera as much as I usually would. I've been basically, it's hit me about Pretty Little Liars being over, and I've been crying on and off for the past 2 hours because it's I don't know. It's the end of an era. Just saying, when I first started watching this show, it was a year after my mom passed away, and it looked interesting to me, and obviously it was, and I got Megan into watching it, and she didn't want to at first. But this is really emotional. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that I was gonna cry on freaking camera like this, but here it is. And the thing of it is that, it got me through a lot of years without my mom. I had something to look forward to, and as stupid as that might sound to you guys, I'll just give you a little bit of a backstory. I've never been one to watch a TV show religiously. When I was younger, I was loser Mona, basically. Surprising, isn't it? So I'd always have my nose buried in a book, and I've watched shows before, but I watched them after they were on the air, and I'd always sit there and kick myself and be like, geez, why didn't I wait to watch this so long? This would have been so nice to watch live. In the case of the TV show Friends, I watched it after it was off the air, and it was on the air for 10 years, from when I was basically a kid until after I graduated high school. So, and by graduating high school, I mean 6 years after I graduated high school. So I didn't really, I experienced the emotional feels, but I didn't experience the emotional feels that I would have experienced had I watched the show during its original run. I used to catch an episode now and again, every once in a while, of the show, when it was first on, but nothing like I'd watch it every single day. Same goes with the TV show Charmed. I used to watch that, but my friend Amy and I used to watch it when it would come on Sunday nights, but not religiously, once again. And same goes for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I used to watch that when I was younger. Felicity, all these shows that some of you might not even know ever existed. Dawson's Creek, that I never watched, in live time. I'd catch it afterwards, or I'd watch it later on, or I might catch an episode and be like, oh my god, this show is on tonight. I didn't realize that. Okay. Never have I been so invested in a TV show until Pretty Little Liars that I have seen all 160 episodes of the TV show live. Never missed it. Whether it was on Tuesdays or Mondays, I was watching. Because, they used to have the winter premiere on Mondays for the first, I think that stopped after season 2. I think. But, I don't know. It might have been season 3. I don't know. I could be wrong. But the winter premiere was on Mondays, and they usually kept the summer premiere and like the summer season up until the finale on Tuesdays. So I would watch all episodes live. Not once have I caught an episode the day after or an hour after. Except for, I think, possibly one time, which was the season 5 premiere, that it aired a few days after I got out of the hospital, back in 2014. And I still watched it the same night, but I watched it the second time that it was on, like, at 10 o'clock rather than at 8 o'clock. And Megan and Sarah came down and watched it with me for a second time, because I was too sick at the time to walk up the stairs at Megan's old apartment, because I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at that point. And for those of you who don't know what that is, I'm home now, so I could look at the camera. That is a disease in which you go through flare-ups, and with these flare-ups, you lose the ability to walk for however long the flare-up might last until you get on medication. So, yeah. That being said, this show, like, always gave me something to look forward to. After my mom passed away, I'm going to flip the camera this way now that I am home, because watching it the other way is a little annoying. Sorry about that. I don't know if, hopefully this is going to continue to work now. But it's just heartbreaking to think that this show is over, because it's kind of like, well, shit. What am I going to do now? I got to get into some other show. So I decided that I'm going to start watching Riverdale, and maybe Sarah and I could do recaps on that if Megan won't watch it with us, because I got to catch the first season on Netflix. Maybe something else will come up that we'll watch. I don't know. Evidently, Marlene is thinking of filming The Perfectionists, or she's trying to get the green light to start airing it, start filming it, which is another another Sarah Shepard series. Of course, it's not going to be the same, but will it ever be again? So, I did want to put out a public service announcement. Earlier, I saw someone on Instagram, don't mind the makeup, it's been running all day. The hair's done, the makeup now. Somebody was saying, oh, Marlene posts a picture of Andrea Parker, Tryon, and Sasha Petersa, and captions it how it's Mary Drake with her daughter Alex and her niece Allison. Someone comments, well, basically Allison would be her daughter too, because Jessica and Mary share the same genes. No. I am so sorry to inform you, but a mother of someone is if they give birth. They physically carry someone for 9 months, and or they, they give birth to the person, or they adopt the baby, or they have a surrogate. Being a twin to someone does not make you basically that person's mother, because they are the child of your twin, because you have the same genes as your twin. That is your sibling, whether you look alike or not. That is not your kid. I can't believe that I have to say this, but, that's a little public service announcement that I had to talk about, because it's driving me insane. Other than that, though, please continue to watch our channel, because, we're not stopping just because Pretty Little Liars is over. Other than that, that's about it. thank you guys again for watching. It's been one hell of a ride. And I'm sorry that we didn't get into YouTube until season 4. I wish we had a YouTube from the beginning. But love you guys, and we'll be back.